Welcome to Friday Thoughts. um, yeah, I'm just want to start with the Orioles. Baseball started again. It was one, I think, against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. No, actually, I think it was a different team, but that's irrelevant. But yeah, don't take my sports commentary too seriously. But I know that they won and they got 11 runs. And yeah, go O's. Hyped to go to a game, hopefully in April or May or something. Talk to the Migos, see when they want to go. So yeah, and just to let you guys know, I have my beautiful wife recording tonight. um, Speaking of her, we just got back from a short beach trip to the Outer Banks. That was a lot of fun. It was a little cold, but it was just good to get away and just go out on the beach, feel the salt air, and just see the waves. The water was very active and kind of scary. I wouldn't have wanted to get in anyway. We went out on this pier with my boy Jacob, who we were visiting, and he took us to this pier, and it was pretty long, not super long, because part of it had like crashed off from a storm or something. And we walked down to the end to take a picture, and I like turned around, and then it like was swayed and wobbled, and my heart like stopped for a second. I thought I was just gonna like fall through or over the edge and just be in the freezing ocean. But thankfully it didn't happen, and we snapped the pic. And yeah, it was a great time. Got a lot of great seafood. I ate some flounder. It was delicious. She got some mahi sandwich that was amazing at Hurricane Moe's. Shout out Hurricane Moe's. We tried to go to the Kill Devil Grill, but when we got there, it was just swamped, and all the locals were like waiting hours to get their seats. This one old guy was wearing like a MAGA hat, so that was definitely a vibe. Yeah, we went out on the dunes, I think it's called Jockey Ridge, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That was really cool. Just big, like mountainous sand dunes you can walk on, fly kites. Saw some dogs running around. That was cool. We were gonna go to the Wright Brothers Museum, but it was like $10 to get in, and you could like see everything from just driving past it. So it seemed kind of a ripoff, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's life changing. So maybe next time we go, we'll check it out. Went to a bunch of surf shops, got a new skateboard deck. Shout out 17th Street. Very hyped on that. Gonna set that up soon once my element is crushed. Zoom classes. I don't know if any of you guys have ever taken classes online, but it is pretty funny. I mean, it's also very mind-numbing and boring, but it's just funny to see how people operate at their own houses with their cameras and forgetting to mute themselves, like this one guy who just always has his camera on when you don't need to, and is never muted, so whenever he's like eating, it's just like loud, and he just doesn't seem to notice or care, which I wish I could just not care like that sometimes, but it's not for everybody. Jimmy Cone back open. Hyped on that. Wasn't too hyped on the non-dairy flavors. Some caramel thing didn't really hit for me, but love that Jimmy Cone's back open, and I hope they come up with some better flavors. Hopefully some fruit or berry flavors. That would be appreciated. Me and my wife have been watching a lot of Survivor. This season has actually been pretty entertaining, right?
Yes, yes, it has.
The one tribe, Banu, right?
Yanu. Banu was on Yanu.
Okay, Oh, Banu was on Yanu. And Banu went home last week.
Yeah.
Even though he was like begging people to not vote him off, they voted him off, which was sad but funny to watch. But yeah, they went 10 or 11 days without a flint because they just lost every single challenge. It was crazy. And we just watched the latest episode and they almost lost that challenge, but they didn't. So shout out to them for not losing. The tribe that did lose, the self-proclaimed Vibe Tribe. It's like it's got these two guys who like, the one guy's really into Taylor Swift, which is kind of weird, and the one guy's really into Metallica, which is whatever. And they were having like a song name off battle, so that was funny. But they lost, and they sent this one girl home who was being extra sneaky because she had a immunity idol the whole time, but she was like lying to all them, and she thought she like had it all figured out, and then got blindsided and got voted off. So you know, that's just the game of Survivor. Yeah, I just want to say happy Black Friday, and it's not exactly happy, but it's an important
Good
day.
Friday.
Good Friday.
Not
Sorry.
Black
Not Black Friday. I'm getting Christmas, Black Friday
No,
confused.
I know. I think it's because I
wondering why you're
accidentally.
giving me that face.
I think it's because I accidentally said that earlier, so maybe that's why you.
Yeah, yeah, you did say that earlier.
Yeah,
so you got me confused.
But I corrected myself then, so.
Yeah, so happy Good Friday.
Even though it's not happy.
Yeah, it's not happy. But it is happy because ultimately it saved us from our sins. So shout out Jesus.
Yep.
And his sacrifice. And yeah, happy Easter. It's this Sunday. Excited for that. Going over to Miss Wendy's house. Gonna eat some ham and some pink Jello pudding that she makes. It's delicious. Hopefully some dinner rolls would be nice. We'll see. I think she's responsible for bringing a vegetable, but I'm gonna help. So we'll figure that out. And of course we got to play our annual wiffle ball game. So even if people aren't down, I'm gonna make it happen. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I'll catch you next week. Peace.